Have you wondered what a traditional Taiwanese home meal looks like? Definitely not kung pao chicken. Here is an example of one of the most common quick meals every family will make. What I have today is made of noodles, use top ramen if that's what you have, vegetable broth, an egg, and some meatballs. It's quick and nutritious. These are not any Western-style meatballs. These are one of my old-time homey favorite. It's called Gong Wan. You can also go to the Chinese store to get some, but I don't live near one, so most moms in Taiwan can whip this out in 30 minutes to feed an army. I remember my own mother making this one growing up. She was able to make homemade meals for us every day with this cooking style while working full-time. The most exciting part of this dish is definitely the Gong Wan. Here I'm going to show you how to make it. Let's start with 2 pounds of ground pork. Freeze it until it's slightly frozen. See the crystal on top of the meat? The meat should be mushable and also slightly frozen inside. Not a hard freeze, but a soft one. You will need a food processor and 70 grams of ice. I use frozen broth here to enhance the flavor. And you can see my meat is frozen, but not all the way hard frozen. I can break it up with just my hand. The meat mixture has to stay below 60 Fahrenheit degrees to help the protein emulsify. And also with the 1% of salt, they will turn into a creamy, springy texture for the final product. You will be amazed how easy it is to make Gong Wan. Everything is so easy, no special ingredients. Now here are the seasoning we will put into our mixture. You can add any of these in or omit them to your personal preference. I add in 1 teaspoon of sugar. It marries all the flavors together very nicely. A dash of white pepper, one tablespoon of rice wine, or you can replace it with any other white wine you have in your house. A dash of sesame oil. The flavor of the sesame oil could be quite intense, so if you don't like that, you can skip it. Now let's get blending. At this stage, it's pretty much done. We will add in the ice slowly to keep the mixture cool until it reaches a nice, light and fluffy, creamy texture. Now let's check. The mixture still has some crumbly parts, so it's not ready yet. We will blend it for another minute and come back and check. Oh, now it's better. Look at that. It's almost like an ice cream texture. But you can still see some lumps in the texture. We will blend it for another minute or 2. We'll come back and check later. See how light and fluffy our mixture is. This will help the meatball to stick together while cooking. You can keep this plain, or I will add in 5 chopped shiitake mushrooms as it is our traditional flavors. The other things you can add is frozen peas, corns, or finely chopped carrots. Nothing will turn to mush when they are cooked. We are going to cook the meatball at 175 Fahrenheit degrees. To create the utmost springy texture in our meatballs, we're gonna shock them when they came out. So prepare a bucket of ice water. Wet your hands to smooth the surface of the meatball. This step is not necessary. You can dunk it in the water as it is.